Live. I'm standing here in my office as I'm looking at the Washington Post. Look at the Washington Post headline. Breach winds between Trump military brass. Markets dive amid renewed virus fears. Joint Chiefs Milley regrets photo op. Unending Civil War flares anew now over Confederate statues. Minnesota embraces calls for change, acts on sweeping police. All of it is against the president. Does that surprise you? Now look at the Washington Times. Oh, wait a minute. We would forget that this is going on. The Senate subpoenas top Obama officials. Nobody's writing about that. Come on, that cannot be happening in the country. How is that possible? Are you all aware that this is happening? Well, look here. They got Andrew McCabe, Comey, James Clapper, John O'Brien. Oh, my goodness. Man, this is... Oh, wait a minute. Trump plans better policing aid to minority communities. That's right. He did meet in Dallas yesterday about added aid to minority communities, getting this crime under control, giving more support to minorities' businesses. Let me just see. I think there's got to be something like that in the Washington Post. I'm sure there's. Well, let me look. Let me see what. Well, it's not there. Okay. It's not there. Okay, it's not there. Come on. I know the Washington Post had something in there about Trump empowering these neighborhoods. Oh, my goodness. Oh, it's not in there. That's right. Trump went in yesterday to Dallas and talked about better policing aid to these communities that are hardest hit by this violence. Why is it that when I'm reading the Washington Post and I'm reading the Washington Times, I think I'm in a different time zone. I'm in a different world. And look, a Senate committee approved subpoenas Thursday for more than 50 mostly Obama-era officials and a dramatic escalation of the investigation into origins of the Trump-Russia collision probe. That's right. They are holding hearings on the Trump-Russia collision probe and what the origins were. You remember I told you about a month ago about I took the former President Obama to task that he had that meeting on January 5th, 2016 with these same characters. They were in the room. And they came to the conclusion that there was no evidence that Trump had colluded with the Russians. And instead of him saying, just drop this, it continued. And it was made clear to not say anything to the incoming president about this. Oh, my goodness. What else is in the Washington Times? Lawsuit over grizzlies threatens historic Wyoming cattle drive. Netanyahu win the closing for West Bank annexation. And Democrats still supported Biden's rivals in primaries. Oh, and speaking of Biden, Biden said yesterday in a roundtable in Philadelphia that George Floyd, God bless George Floyd's soul, has had more of an impact, his death, than the death of Martin Luther King Jr. Listen, I cannot make this up. Let me repeat myself. Let me make sure. Yes, he said it. Yes. Let me make sure. Yeah. Did he say? Yeah. He said it. Yes, he did. I know it's shocking. Joe Biden said yesterday, this is what he said. You can't make this stuff up. George Floyd's death had a bigger impact than Martin Luther King's death. Can you imagine what would have happened if Donald Trump had said, oh, is that in the paper? Oh, I've never seen it. Come on, let's go back to the paper. Is there anything in there about Biden saying that? Is there anything in there? No, of course not.